Welcome back to our journey through the fascinating world of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime's light novel. Let's continue from the last part, where we left.
Yuki Kagurazaka, a brilliant person, had a unique power since he was born, like having psychic abilities. He kept it secret to avoid drawing attention. Life was normal until his parents died in a car accident when he started middle school. Although he survived, he felt unfairness and hatred towards the truck driver who caused the accident. However, he couldn't take revenge because of Japan's strict laws against personal retaliation. The court case showed that the transportation company was struggling with too much work, and they relied heavily on their employees. The drivers were overworked, but they kept going because they didn't want to lose their jobs. It wasn't entirely the company's fault, though. If they refused jobs from big clients, they might lose future business. The company needed to improve its organization, but finding skilled drivers was hard, and they didn't have enough money to train new ones. Yuki felt frustrated with the unfairness of the world and his own powerlessness. He thought about seeking revenge on society, but he knew he couldn't do it alone. Even with his genius, he realized he couldn't change society single-handedly. He considered destroying and rebuilding society, but he knew it would cause suffering for many people. Instead, he decided that if he wanted to make a difference, he would have to work within the system, attract like-minded people, and become a politician to bring about change gradually. It was a long-term plan that would take many years to achieve, but it was the only way Yuki saw to make a difference. However, before he could act on his decision, he found himself traveling between worlds, unsure if it was a stroke of luck or misfortune. The demon Lord Kazalim, using his powers as the Curse Lord, tried to summon a suitable body for his spirit to inhabit and resurrect himself. However, he made a mistake by summoning Yuki. Despite Kazalim's attempts to control him with cursed magic, Yuki's genius-level talents allowed him to resist. During his journey, Yuki gained a powerful skill called Initiator, which allowed him to manipulate pure energy from the soul. He had previously lied about lacking special skills, hiding his true abilities. With his newfound power, Yuki created Anti-Skill, which could neutralize any threats aimed at him. This ruined Kazalim's goals and compelled him to surrender to Yuki. Now, Yuki saw purpose in this world, where survival was key and society's rules were still evolving. He resolved to lead and shape this world for the better, determined to confront its challenges head-on. This world was now his to conquer. Back in the battlefield, Yuki and his friends Laplace, Footman, and Tyr quickly left the cathedral because it was too dangerous to stay. They were afraid of the hero Cronoa, who was out of control and saw everyone as an enemy. Despite Granville's offer to fight alongside them, they realized they were at a disadvantage this time. Laplace expressed regret over missing the chance to capture Cronoa, recognizing her immense power, while Footman acknowledged the danger she posed. Although it seemed logical to avoid confrontation, Yuki wasn't convinced it would be that simple. Laplace wasn't sure who would win the big fight because there were 3 demon lords and many strong magic users there. Rimuru, Luminous, and Leon were also there, which made it even harder to guess. Tyr thought Granville was strong too, since he used to be a hero. They all wondered if Rimuru's team could win. Yuki had a secret wish: he wanted Cronoa to beat everyone, including Rimuru, Granville, Luminous, and Leon. If she did, he could take over the West. Even though Cronoa was dangerous, Yuki thought they could handle her by sending her far away and banishing her. Yuki wasn't worried about opponents who were just strong because he knew they couldn't beat him. He wanted to know who survived the chaos, but he chose to leave to stay safe. He felt danger was coming and decided to trust his gut feeling, choosing to run away rather than fight. Yuki knew teaming up with Granville had risks, and now they had lost their home and power in the West. He was okay with this because he thought it was a fair price to pay. When it was time to go, Yuki didn't wait around. He made quick decisions to get through tough times, but he soon found out that he was wrong to think he could just walk away from the problem. Suddenly, as Yuki's group quickly moved through the area, a lone man blocked their path, accompanied by a girl with striking blue hair wearing a dark red maid outfit. Yuki felt danger and froze, while the man focused solely on him, disregarding the others. Before Footman could react, another girl in the same outfit, Mizeri, appeared and subdued him. With Mizeri present, the blue-haired girl must be Rain. Both served Guy Crimson, the powerful demon lord known as the Lord of Darkness, with his distinctive rouge hair and crimson eyes fixated on Yuki. "Hey, we're meeting for the first time, right? You seem interesting," said Guy, looking only at Yuki and not at the others. Yuki felt unsure about being the center of Guy's attention and decided to be careful. He had seen Maiziri's strong magic against footmen and knew this group was the one Kigali, Kazalim, and Clayman had talked about. Guy was known as the strongest demon lord and was at the top of the world, which is where Yuki wanted to be. Even though it was a long shot, Yuki acted friendly and suggested they could work together, but he didn't really think it would happen. He liked to make big offers to see how people would react, and that's what he was doing now. Yuki felt confident in his abilities, believing he could defeat anyone in a one-on-one match. However, facing multiple demon lords and Cronoa together was a different story. Even though he suspected they had seen through his true intentions, retreating seemed like the wisest choice. Standing before Guy now, Yuki recognized the danger and resolved to confront him with all his strength, understanding that this was a battle he couldn't avoid. Guy grinned at Yuki's boldness. "Oh, you think you can take me down, Yuki?" Undeterred, admitted he planned to defeat Guy eventually, so this just moved up the timeline. However, Yuki's behavior only angered Guy's maids, Rain and Maiziri, who remained silent as they needed Guy's permission to speak. As the absolute ruler, Guy's mere concern for his safety was seen as disrespectful. Laplace, paralyzed by fear, couldn't assist footmen, knowing that any action would provoke retaliation from Rain. Despite outnumbering them, Laplace realized the vast power gap made their chances slim, especially with Guy present. Yuki appeared ready to face Guy, but Laplace knew it was a risky move. He feared Guy Crimson more than anyone else, considering him a monstrous adversary. Laplace understood that running wasn't an option, and their only hope lay in how long their leader could hold out. Despite Laplace's recognition of Guy's power, his resilience in considering fleeing rather than giving up showcased his true strength. Laplace wondered if Yuki's hidden strength would be enough to stand against Guy. Still, even if Yuki couldn't match up to Guy, Laplace planned to rescue Footman and Tyr and make their escape. He trusted Yuki enough to believe that he would assist him in this endeavor. However, the formidable strength of Rain and Maiziri posed a challenge, making Laplace hesitant to make any sudden moves. Yet Guy unexpectedly ordered Maiziri to release Footman, providing an unexpected escape route. Laplace felt a glimmer of hope until Guy made a contradictory statement, promising their safety only if Yuki defeated him. Laplace, feeling distressed and uncertain, could only watch and hope for Yuki's victory. Yuki, full of confidence, unleashed a kick at Guy, believing his anti-skill would penetrate any defense. However, Guy remained unfazed, his body tougher than diamond. Despite Yuki's attack, Guy showed no signs of pain. Instead, he conjured flames with napalm burst magic, wrapping them around Yuki. Despite Yuki's warning that magic wouldn't work on him, he felt a chill down his spine as he leaped away, realizing the seriousness of the situation. Guy smiled as he noticed Yuki's instincts, but Yuki was too busy trying to put out the flames from Guy's magic fire to respond. Despite Yuki's anti-skill preventing the flames from directly harming him, they continued burning and consuming oxygen, posing a threat to his life. Realizing this danger, Yuki focused on extinguishing the fire rather than attacking Guy. After assessing the situation, Yuki reluctantly considered a possibility he didn't want to believe, prompting him to ask Guy a question, though he didn't expect a straightforward answer. "Why didn't you attack me again?" Yuki questioned, feeling disgusted as he realized Guy had figured out the secret to his powers. Despite Yuki's anti-skill being potent enough to nullify most forces, it couldn't cancel both magic and skills fused together. This flaw in his ability, combined with his human limitations, made Yuki vulnerable. While he could potentially develop defenses against poison attacks, he couldn't survive without oxygen for long. Recognizing this weakness, Yuki understood the extent of his disadvantage. Guy was calm as he told Yuki that even though Yuki could stop magic and skills, he still had weak spots. Yuki had a special power, but he was a human and had to follow the same rules as everyone else. Guy seemed cool and distant, but he had a plan. He didn't just want to beat Yuki, he wanted to break his spirit. Guy knew Yuki's weak points and planned to use them. He knew that Yuki could be defeated because he was human and not perfect. There was a huge difference in physical ability between Yuki and Guy. Despite Yuki's attempt to kick Guy, it barely left a scratch, highlighting the vast gap in their strength. Comparing their magic energies was almost laughable, as Guy's power rivaled that of a true dragon. Taunting Yuki, Guy aimed to provoke him into unleashing his full power before overwhelming him. Yuki, aware of Guy's intentions, analyzed the situation, knowing the immense challenge he faced. Despite the odds, his genius-level intellect spurred him to search for any possible escape routes. Yuki held onto a small hope because he thought Guy was too proud and didn't see Yuki as a threat. Even though Guy was much stronger, Yuki believed he had a chance with his special powers, the avarice skill he took from Maribel, and his instigator skill that let him make new powers. He faced Guy again, ready to fight and not give up. Yuki thought if he could make Guy angry, Guy might slip up. While talking to Guy, Yuki used his secret powers to make himself stronger, going from a normal human to an enlightened one, and then even to a saint. After undergoing an evolution surpassing even Hinata, Yuki ceased breathing, reaching the level of a full saint. Freed from human weaknesses, he exuded a formidable aura, comparable to Leon's or Luminous's in terms of energy. However, Guy remained unmoved, dismissing Yuki's enhanced power as insufficient. Undeterred, Yuki signaled the start of the battle, eager for the challenge. As the clash unfolded, Yuki soon realized why Guy was hailed as the strongest being.
That's it for today, guys, and thanks for watching the video. Stay tuned for next chapter. Until then, goodbye.